Hello guys, hope you all are doing well. And our today's topic of discussion is based on India-China relations. And if we talk about the ancient times, we know that there were good and cordial relations between India and China, and there were two most important reasons of that. The first was that we know that there was a Silk Route, and through which trade happened at that time. And the second one was the Buddhism. We know that at the time there were a lot of travelers who used to visit different places, and they travel from India to China and China to India back and forth. So that is also the biggest reason they spreaded Buddhism. And we know actually religion and a culture, they connect to countries and the world. So that is the most important reason of the good and cordial relations between both of these nations. And India got independence in 1947, and later the People's Republic of China that came into existence in 1950. Okay, so first time the cordial relations started in India between India and China in 1950. So thus India became the first non-socialist bloc country who actually did some types of diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China. And after that, in 1954, Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai, he visited India, and he signed agreement, a joint statement, and he signed joint statement, and also jointly advocated the peaceful 5 points of peaceful coexistence, which were later called as Panchashil Agreement. And in the same year, our Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, he also visited China. So thus he became the first head of a government who visited China after it came into existence in 1950. Okay, so after that, there were some types of news regarding the construction of road by China in deep into the Ladakh territory. So India opposed that, but Chinese Premier, he clearly informed India that we cannot recognize the McMahon line, which was forced upon them by the British. So after that, the confrontation phase was started between both of these nations. Okay, so in 1959, thousands of the Tibetans, along with Dalai Lama, they fled to the Himachal Pradesh region of India, and but China disapproved of this act, and disapproved of this act by the government of giving shelter to the Dalai Lama. And later, in retaliation, they proclaimed a dispute over the Ladakh region and the Arunachal Pradesh region, and they claimed both of these parts of India to be their territory, claimed their territory. Okay, so these were some of the points. And after that, in 1962, the Chinese People Liberation Army, they attacked the underprepared Indian army and deep entered into the territory of Ladakh and the Arunachal Pradesh region. And after that, unilaterally they announced the ceasefire, and they retreated back 20 kilometers from the territory. And but they actually occupied the Aksai Chin region. Okay, so due to the shock in 1962, the relations between both of these nations started deteriorated. Okay, and after that, the China and Pakistan, they came closer to each other, and this further aggravated the relations between India and China. Okay, and these were some of the points between both of these nations. And now after that, we know that there are also two different wars, small scale wars we can say, which are fought between India and China. The first was the Nathula incident, and the second was the Chola incident. And in both of these war, India claimed victory over the Chinese People's Liberation Army. And after that, if we talk about the recent issues and conflicts between both of these nations, there were two important conflicts. The first was the Doklam issue, which was happened between India and China at the time of the 2017. And if we talk about the Doklam is actually a plateau. Doklam Plateau is a tri-junction between India, China, and the third one is the Bhutan. Okay, so the problem started when India opposed the road construction by the People's Liberation Army in the Doklam Plateau, which China claimed to be their Donglong region, and they claimed the territory as their own. But according to the definitions and according to the agreement of India and Bhutan, the Doklam region was a territory which belonged to the Bhutan. And after that, China claimed that Indian troops, they entered into their territory, and India claimed that Chinese troops they destroyed the bunkers in the Indian region. And after that, the China also stopped the pilgrimage yatra to Kailash Mansarovar, and which passes through the Nathula Pass. Okay, and the second incident was the Galwan Valley incident, which was happened in 2020. And the reason of the incident was, we know that there is a region which is called as Daulat Beg Oldi in the Ladakh region and also the Leh. So there was a construction of road between the Daulat Beg Oldi uh, and the Leh region of Ladakh. So that road construction was actually very important for India, and it supplies to the border regions. So China started creating problems, and there was an incident, and in that 20 soldiers of India they got the Veer Gati, and they died in the incident. So these were two recent incidents, and now let us talk about what is the game plan of the China. There were actually three policies which are followed by the China till now. The first one policy was the cartographic, the five-finger policy, and in that policy, China considered Tibet as the palm of hand, and they considered Tibet, Nepal, Sikkim, Bhutan, and Arunachal Pradesh at its five fingers. So they claimed their occupation on these territories, five territories, and called it as five-finger policy. And they actually dig the old maps and try to show to the world that these territories belong to them. But that is not the truth. We all know that. And the second policy was the salami slice strategy. Salami slice strategy means they want the regions of these places like Nepal, Tibet, and Arunachal Pradesh one by one, part by part, and it is called as salami slice strategy. Salami means we know that there is a type of meat and which we cut into pieces. So China also wants the territory in the pieces. So that is why this policy was called as salami slice strategy. And the third one was the string of pearls policy. String of pearls policy is actually a policy through which China want to contain India in around the Indian Ocean, and we know that they are also containing India. They have different bases all around the Indian Ocean region which surrounded India. So that is the string of pearls policy. So this is all about the India-China relations. Hope you all guys understand it well. And if you like the video, don't forget to press the bell icon and subscribe the channel and share with your friends. And also do not forget to give me suggestions how I can improve the things, and will be able to deliver you the best of the best content. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.